Right, hopefully we are up. I've had a few issues with the internet, as per usual in recent times. We are live. We want to do pretty well in doing that. I'll clean that out. The missions today are pretty straightforward, really. Activate a spell, Ritual Sync, see Summon, and win a duel. So we'll just flood in our Black Wings, get them all ready to go. We want to hopefully get a few gems today. We're 4 wins away from Diamond Tier 1. We've played reasonably well this season. Yeah, hopefully we can get the Synchro mission done pretty early, but we are going to be live for around about 3 hours today. That'll be the goal, and then sort of longer streams over the weekend. How's things, Shrub? Welcome into the stream. Probably end up going second. See what they do first up here. My hand's not the greatest here, but I can make it a good hand. Trying out different builds and prepping for the awaited Valmonicas, because this time tomorrow, you'll have your Valmonica deck. Allow me to do that. Brilliant. I'll go here. This allows me to get the right tool into hand, so which is going to be the Sudri. But yeah, like I'm just sort of trying to save gems at the moment. I'm torn between going for the Cyberdrome pack with the pack with the Adventurer stuff that's going to be in tomorrow's secondary pack that I might invest heavily into, so that's not very good for us. I can tribute off the Sudri anyway. Embarrassing Stone, okay. Don't you just love when they play these stally type builds? How's things, Zami? Welcome here, Fab. The game's trash when you walk away from the career for 26 minutes to get some food and come back to the opponent still playing. The game needs to sort of work out that a wee bit better. But yeah, what a Fab. I hope they're having a good day so far. We'll activate here. Parasync Stone is going to be a bit of a pain. Maxi, okay. Can't worry about Maxi, we just got to set up with what we're doing. Yeah, like, I'm quite happy if I get all the punk stuff as well, you know, Brand Regained. That will send Sudri back to the deck. Draco Berserker. Dang, so close, Random Note Generator. Hopefully you can get that over the weekend. Big shout out to you as well. Great to have you here. But that's insane. 26 minutes and the opponent's still combos. There should be like a turn time limit, like in how long your first couple of turns can be. We'll go here as well. I'll give them another card. I'll take the risk. So we did one Synchro Summon. We've got a couple more to go before we are playing Rescue Ace. Yeah, fingers crossed, Random Note Generator, that you get a personal best on that. Like, you put a lot of work into that, Adelaide. Like, deserve a big shout out. Gamma's fine. Gamma's absolutely fine. I will let them have one with Parasync Stone. Take my Feather Duster as well. Okay, all good. I think this is a major stall deck by the looks of it anyway. It's got to get reasonably lucky. They don't have too many points left in the bank, so that's where I'm hoping we can do it right here. Lava Golem, great. Zelsingor Stardust Dragon. I was surprised to be just a few seconds off because before that I was like 2 minutes behind. Yeah, it's just keep optimizing your route pretty much, and that's what I've been doing with my Arc V runs of late, just really focused on sort of improving each time. And I've got some respectful numbers on them now, still a long way to go in terms of development and practice on that. Black Whirlwind's not going to help in this situation. I don't think I've got anything to out this, sadly. We'll send 6 cards away. Summer best is now 359.48 now, though. Do you reckon you'll be able to pass that milestone at some point? How did my speedruns go the other day, Fab? Yeah, I've got a couple of highlights out of that. Got a PB in normal the other day, 3 hours and 3 minutes. And the reverse record we got down in 3 hours 20, but there's still a lot of development and a lot of learning to go in that. I'm just trying to do some summons here. Still summon here. Yeah, big improvements, Fab. Like when we first started, like we're both we're over 4 hours on both. And now we're close to sub 3 for both of them. Like it's going to be ongoing. That like I'm really focused on that project. The goal is to get sub 3s for now, and then ultimately push for sub 30, 2 hours 30 at some point as well. So we're near the world record pace. We'll go Nothing the Starlight. No, Nothing the Starlight's not going to work. Okay, we'll go Baraya. Ready for pack tomorrow? I'm not investing in the new pack, but I'll be looking forward to seeing people invest into it, getting some reasonably good luck, you know. I am going to activate here. Pop the Baron. But yeah, a lot to go still for the speedruns. But yeah, like, Tag Force is away for a while, Legacy's in, so... Yeah, lot of big ambition for it. Getting through to UR back from Wanted, or should I? Got forest stuff in play, so that's going to be a bit annoying for us. At least we did 2 synchro summons in this. This means that the mission for this is not going to be as long. Feel like the card will go back to semi-limited at some point. Be interesting to see what they do with Snake Eye, actually. Like, people are complaining a lot about Snake Eye in the TCG at the moment. Like, there was a recent tournament where 63.5% of the decks out of YCS, I think, in recent times were Snake Eye. Which is not right, in my opinion. Like, representation of a deck should be, at most, 30%. And all the rest sort of make up the other numbers. So there's a bit of variety in events. This is the getting in top. Oh, it is. It's definitely TSR on the TCG. Like, the hits that they've given it at the moment are not enough. They just have to ban and hit certain cards so a new meta can sort of relish. If you think that's bad, look at Fiendsmith. Fiendsmith are a lot worse. So that's something to look forward to for players, and that's just a good comeback victory for them. Slot the Bear with me. Afternoon, Deny. Hopefully having a good day so far. But yeah, like, for anyone that speedruns, just go and talk about topic speedruns and put enough time and dedication to that. Like, it's good to see. It's good to see. It's enjoyable talking that. We've got spell cards done. Just one more of them. We should be good. Yeah, and that's the problem Yu-Gi-Oh has at the moment. And what do you do? Like, the rogue decks even play the generic stuff to try and compete. And if you take that away from them and build in powerful boss-type monsters, it's tough. Tough to see what they're doing. Like, the game's heading towards a crisis, really. That's how they correct it. This hand's pretty nice, actually. I should be able to get a Synchro Summon out of this. This should be our last Blackwing Duel of the day. Has a feel of lab to it. Black Whirlwind. Lovely. Still going to be brave enough to play here. Oh, exactly. That's something massively that they have to work on, so that's going to send. Whirlwinds. Yeah, Brandon, for all the flack that has, it's got its own sort of really strong boss monster. Same with Cascara to a point. I'll go Sudri. Bada. Might knock into hand. I'll get a couple of these in hand. I mean, the snake boss monster is Flamber, but it's a pretty monstrous boss monster. It's a good boss monster too. Like, my thoughts on that card, Spinder, is it puts in a lot of work for them to get to the boards that they need to get to. Three Synchro Summons as well, so we will go Black Feather Whirlwind. We'll yank that back onto the field. Oh, it is. I think they need to make sort of things a lot harder to make. So I said that'll be banished. We have to attack with what we have. Yeah, not Suzuki Ninja, great to have you on stream. Hope you're having a good day so far. Big warm welcome to everyone. Yeah, like another day, another grind on the game. Of course, tomorrow, don't know how we're going to go about it. I wake up and the first thing I got to do is PvP for a mob grinding spot. Yu-Gi-Oh might be calling my name earlier today. Hopefully it goes well for you, PKK. But yeah, like they make cards like that too easy to make. Like that's where the game's got to sort of fix things up a little bit. That's the problem with links at times. Like they just go into too many things too easily. Castier has been drawn. Really out and out worry me. Two annoying little decks to go up against first up. Castier Unicorn, okay. Yeah, I think Promethean Princess will have its time while Fire is quite good. And then once Fire sort of disappears off the map, it's gonna be not as nice. So we've got the Imperm there. Okay, cool. Damn, they've been able to play around that. Bit of a shame. At least the Imperm's gone. Sierra Theosis. This is where things are going to get quite interesting. I think we will survive the turns. Just what we've got left on the field is going to be a big part of if we can somehow muster a win or not. Big Eye? No, Shangur Era. Okay. Gonna have big old Rise Hard as well. But yeah, cannot wait for the weekend. We're 1 week away from holidays too. This time next week, the hype will start to begin. Like for me, I'll be having some massive streams from next Friday onwards. So 2 weeks of holiday will be dedicated to all streaming days effectively. Unless something happens at work. I should be off from the 17th onwards. So yeah, effectively the 13th, the 14th, 15th, 16th, yeah, I'm 15th off to the 30th. That is so good. Right about now, we get Madariki, I think, early next month as well. So it could be off a wee bit longer, battle phase. Rise Heart's going to do a bit of crashing in. It's going to be banishing. Problem with you guys, I see it as I can't decide what they want to do. Yeah, then that's the thing, right? Like Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Has a problem where there's too many good cards. Too many good cards in the game. We'll go Simoon. Be able to get a setup. Turn, I might get a bit of trouble though. So I can't activate this. I can't send this to the graveyard. I think I do have a Feather Duster in this deck as well, so they're going to banish probably the Black Whirlwind. Since they do like two really successful archive release when which are Visors and branded. This is going to activate and get Unicorn. This is going to deplete us pretty quickly. I just want to somehow get another Synchro Summon. I think I've effectively done a few anyway. Like, this should be the last of one of these guys. We'll just activate and get rid of that. Like, they should learn that you can't have a deck run on a minimum engine and the rest is generic without some lock. Yeah, it's like it should be in a way where if you've played a certain amount of your, say for example, your Castellaria engine, you're locked into Castellaria monsters for the rest of the term or something like that. Like I said, I just can't see them doing anything like that, though. They've let the game go that far out of control where they'll just make more and more broken cards to try and fix the ones that they currently have in the game. See this person to attack now so I can get to Rescue Ace. Some guys really need just to have a full restrictive only link monster or something like that. Yeah, it's just too much of an engine. Yo, Devils. Yo, long time no see. Big shout outs. Yeah, we're just grinding away, just trying to get as much prep in before tomorrow's stream. We're going to be banishing that down. Clearly the solution to power creep is just make the cards with unreadable text. But people still spam them out on the board. Like, the game takes care of half of that. But yeah, look at some of these silly cards for effect. I'm pretty sure this card's in game. How do you spell that engine? This is it here. Look at the text on this thing. I think that's the card with the most text in the game. Yo, how's things are, Corpic? But yeah, look at this. Look how crazy. Look, that's its pendulum effect, and then there's a big paragraph on its actual effect when it's on the field. A great card. Such an annoying card to sort of read, you know. Summon's done. Let's get the dual win now with our Rescue Ace. We should be able to get that throughout today's stream. So, Stokely, that's an actual thing that you can do at least in one card game. I'm about to do some rank grind with the New Zeller deck you just finished today. Yo, the New Zeller stuff goes pretty good, have to say. This will be a D rank match too. We have to be on our best. This one here. Don't want to go down to Diamond Tier 3 if we can avoid it. I think I'll be able to climb pretty good this month once people are in the Duelist Cup. I'll try and get to DV19 as quickly as I can once that happens next week. Get as many gems as possible. Hand here is okay, it's playable. Need emergency to go through definitely though. You know keywords? Kind of know what you mean by keywords. So cut down on the text, I will send turbulence away. Something definitely in hand. I'm going to end on an SP Little Knight and Turbulence at bare minimum. Ifness. Good E-Lifter. Plus the Water Enchantress here. Preventer. Defense. The Rescue Ice HQ. We're just going to go into an SP Little Knight, and we're just going to play 4 face downs. How many players are playing playing that at the moment? I'll screw it up here. About to go a different play now. Just right off. Oh, well, we'll stand into that play there. Yeah, like, they absolutely, that's what they should be doing. Okay. Got Preventer coming back the next turn. Hey Matt, do you mind if I link the video mentioned the other day since we're on MD again, talking about formats and Cypher? Yeah, if you want to put the video up, absolutely. I can put it up on stream if you like. How long's the video? Go right. Rescue. Pretty happy with how I was set up in this duel. Actually, that move that I did before was the correct one. With Al bringing back the Little Knight and then into the Turbulence. But yeah, really looking forward to the weekend again, everyone. I've had a pretty tiresome week. Okay, we got the video there. Just gonna see how long that video is.
So we're gonna discuss.
Interesting video. We might watch that actually Shrub, just for something a bit different. Wandering Griffin Rider. I'm going to extinguish the Wandering Griffin Rider. So they sent Fenrir away. They've got a pretty spicy sort of hand. So it's Castier, Tier Adventure. But yeah, Mark, we'll watch it together as a group. But we'll absolutely do. Extinguish. Now I'm very curious myself what this person brings up in terms of stuff like that. Okay, they got that there. Flip that down too. That's a wee bit of a mistake there, never mind. Corpic with the replay. We'll get Corpic's replay out first. Just brings it back up. Can't target... they're going to target the reinforced, sure. I'll reinforce up the Preventer. Matt reacts. has a certain ring to it. Yeah, I had a thought that I was going to flip that down and remove that, so then they couldn't get the play. But yeah, obviously not a monster. Still got Contain, still got Effect Valor. They've still got a bit of an issue to try and overcome this board. Get rid of SP Little Knight. Yeah, just not a card. Yeah, that's how they get around that. They're going to get rid of Sprite Elf as well. Do I contain that? Yeah, we'll contain that. Sit down, Telemans Havness. Dark Charmer Gloomy will activate. I think I've gone too early there. No, I haven't. So I've snuck that back onto the field. Dart the Dark Charmer Gloomy. No SP Little Knight for you. I'll tell you what's going to be very important for us is this Effect Valor main phase 2. Pretty interesting situation we find ourselves in. But we will take the opportunity to Effect Valor that, so its effect is just negated for this part. I am going to SP Little Knight here. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. So yeah, it can't get anything else out. I think I've still got plays here. I'm going to alert here. Yeah, it's a big thing in this game. Castera just squeezing into a lot of different engines at the moment. It's very interesting to see. We've got a wee bit of play up our sleeve. We've got the ability to flip the Castera stuff down with how much they can do on this turn. They've done a lot of work to try and break my board. I actually read the real Little Mermaid book by Hans Christian Andersen. It's so tragic. Nothing like the happy Disney ending. Disney's all about those happy endings, I suppose, for those movies. But yeah, like, it's... Got to be quite a good play here from player, actually. It just set me up pretty nicely. I've never got to go through there. Unicorn will have to go to 1 with how it's being used. It won't change till then. I've just got to do enough to win. That's all I'm worried about here. I've just got to find a way of winning this duel. All I'm concerned about is just setting up pretty nicely. We've done a pretty good job of navigating the turn. They're going to go cross sheep. Pretty big turn from this person. The only real books I read these days is sport autobiographies. That's all I really read. The last manga I read was, conveniently enough, the original Yu-Gi-Oh series. That's already had its effect. Cool. Not a great mill for them. All I know is I'm going to make this incredibly tough for them, because I am going to be getting back my 4 spell and traps. Looking good, and that's the legend Reflect You. Good to see you, Reflect You, in stream. We will get you a big shout out. Last is playing Multiverse, so definitely check that out. So that's going to swing back the Celine. Get these back. They can't target with Sprite Alpha on there. I read the old book here and there, not so sneaky, not too much, and we've managed to beat player there. Now we're going to put a replay up of Corpix, and then we are going to watch a video as he group here. 5 gems here. Any gem is very important for me at the moment. It's to stockpile. More importantly, we don't D-rank. Yeah, the Pendulum Invasion will begin. I'll probably have to craft it, see the Pendulum at some stage. You read a Kerry author psychology book that's interesting, related to Western ideologies. I quite like reading those sort of books. They're interesting reads, Fab. It's always good to read up on our history and whatnot from New Zealand. Many web novels and physical books can recommend. Yeah, if you want to recommend some stuff, you can. Get the Corpic replay up, and then we've got a video from a shrub. See what this person's thoughts in that are. Yeah, like I'm looking forward to playing my Pendulum Magician deck. I have been waiting to play it for a while. Just got to craft the appropriate cards for it. Nice choice of Orcus. I'll be playing Orcus at some point myself. I just gotta get the couple of Garasus. I am gonna have a dual pass probably towards the back end of this year, where it's just dedicated to getting some things finished. Like I think year 3 is a big year for me, where I'll start being able to just build things at will. Surprised I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh player that actually reads. I enjoy trying to decipher the hieroglyphics that are Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Pyra sent away. Longurasu, the Orcus. Orchestrator, it's anyway holding arms. The old Humanity series on Amazon sporting books all digital and 30 of them have a physical hardcover and paperback. Yeah, like if I get time, if I get time to do a bit of reading, like it'd be something good to sort of pick up some web novels and that to read. Mighty Wing Dragon Ara, we've got the Regiki. It's not going to deal with the 3000 attack monster though. It gives Meganochi, the Serpentron, a Sky Slasher. It's going to be useful enough. Orchestrated Babel activating. Skeleton sending away. Dingarasu swinging back to the field. Right, we've got a video from Shrub here. Who needs to be bubbles when you can read modern QQO card effects? I reckon they need to sort of get less text in the box like I was brought up before. Right, we've got a video. Got a video coming up on stream now. Get this video up.
So, we're going to discuss what I believe to be the biggest problem with competitive modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Which is how overpowered going first is. Or how trash going second is, whichever way you want to look at it. In fact, I'd say that going first in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is probably the single greatest competitive advantage that anyone can have in any form of competition in the entire world. And I'm not just going to use anecdotal evidence here. We're going to be referencing some hardcore stats, like the ones provided by Untapped GG here, which have actual data on win rates going from duels in Master Duels ranked ladder, going first and going second. And I've set the filter to only include Diamond and Master rank games, so that we don't have any blue eyes, Chaos Max fudging up the numbers or anything. So here, as you can see, there's a huge difference for going first and going second based on any deck. Like, you pretty much go through any deck. There's just a huge discrepancy going.
Look at the win
going
rates.
first and going second. Snake Eyes, best deck in the format. 65%.
Still wins nearly 50% of the time going second. That shows how good Snake Eyes is.
Decrease in win rate just from losing a coin flip. Early, it's even more drastic, even worse. 46% win rate going second. Rescue Ace, a 44.7% win rate going second. Over 20% difference in win rate based on.
Sounds about right for Rescue Ace too. You do struggle going second. You need a lot of negates.
Like no player involvement at all. Literally based off a coin flip, based off of rock paper scissors. You can just randomly just gain or lose 20% of your win rate just like that without doing anything. Awesome. Like Monadium, Monadium is like a classic going first combo deck, so that's even large, like 27 plus win rate discrepancy. Like Jesus Christ, Vanquish Soul, similar story. Mathmech, Labyrinth, Live Twin Sprite, Infernoble. Look at Infernoble.
That is shocking for Infernoble. Look at that. Going first 67.3% and then down to 35.4%.
Like, gee, that is massive. Like,
yeah, Salad struggle going second. Look at that. That just shows you going first is too strong at the moment.
Super Heavy Samurai, Branded Despia, Unchained, Mikanko. Okay, Mikanko. The one deck that literally came out and was established as like a blind second deck. As you can see, Mikanko has way more games going second than it does going first, because many people are still playing Mikanko as a blind second deck. And guess what? Mikanko, the blind second deck, has a 20% higher win rate going first than it does going second. What is going on here? I also have my own stats that I manually tracked from the last Duelist Cup that I played over 300 games in, because I just love myself that much. And as you can see, my personal win rate going first is, again, significantly higher than it is going second. And you can especially tell from the two decks that I played the most in, being Mathmech and Monadium, where there's a combined like over 200 games played.
I'd say Lab would have a pretty good first turn win percentage, Fab, and slightly lower second.
So yeah, this is like a trend that's pretty much universal no matter what deck you play, and really no matter which format you're playing in the last few years. And I don't have TCG data, unfortunately. I feel like it would paint a similar picture with one glaring exception that I will get to later. But unfortunately, I have no idea how to actually get data for games played based on going first or second from the physical card game itself. But if anyone does know, Hakuna Matata, let me know. I'd love to include that.
Okay, quiet. Do you want it a bit louder? Hang on.
A future revisit for this video as well. So it's pretty easy to understand why going first is so much better than going second. You get to set up your board, which in the context of modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Putting up as many negates or interruptions as you can that prevent your opponent from doing the same thing to you. And obviously the player who goes first has that advantage since they're not the one playing into the opponent's board that's actively trying to stop them. Meanwhile, all the player going second gets is one measly extra card during their draw phase. And any half-decent starter in like any decent deck like Snake Eyes Ash or Mathmech Circular, Brand Fusion, etc., all resolving any one of those cards are.
No, I'm trying to fix up the audio for the YouTube side of things. I'm just trying to work out which one it is.
Player going second gets from that one extra card. And now Konami has designed cards that should, keyword should, in theory help the player going second, which mainly fall into two categories: hand traps and board breakers.
Yeah, I just had to find which
So,
setting it
first,
was.
why don't we discuss the hand traps and why they maybe haven't helped going second enough? So, actually, the biggest issue with hand traps isn't that they're bad going second. In fact, not only are they actually really good going second, but in many formats like the fire dominated formats that we're currently in like the TCG and Master Duel and parts of the OCG, hand traps are your best option to help you go in second in these formats, since the best way to deal with your opponent's board is to just stop them from actually being able to make the board in the first place. The problem with hand traps for going second is that they're not only strictly good for going second. For all the hand traps that I've shown here, and basically most of the commonly played hand traps in the game, there's nothing stopping the player who goes first from also using these same exact hand traps to stop the player going second as well. So yes, you can hand trap some of these first turn play, but the player going first has just as much opportunity to hand trap the player going second as the player going second has to hand trap the opponent going first. So yes, hand traps are great going second, but they're also really good going first, which is why they don't always help the player going second as much as they seem like they should. Honestly, it feels like half the time hand traps can even make going second harder, since at the end of the day, hand traps are just basically forms of interruptions that don't require any setup and have nothing to do with your main engine. So you can literally do your normal combo and then still use hand traps on top of whatever board you just set up and just have extra interruptions like that. And then suddenly whoever goes second has to play through both your board that you made through your combo and just all of these non-engine, all of these hand traps that you also have in your hand. Since, most combos, most decks don't need their entire hand to full combo. Like right now, we're in a format where you can do an entire end board off of just one card. Like, imagine a deck doing their entire combo with 1 to 2 cards max, and then the rest of the 3 to 4 cards in their hand are just hand traps. And then imagine trying to play through that. Oh, that's right. We don't have to imagine that right now. Also, this is more of a side note than anything, but Konami, for some reason, designed anti-hand trap cards like Called by the Grave and Crossout Detonator. It's like they thought, hey, going first isn't strong enough already. Why don't we print cards that negate the only interaction that the player going second has on the player going first? It's not even like these are the biggest issues with this or anything. It's not like, I mean, these cards aren't really played in every single deck or aren't very common in every single format. Look at that TCG. This is like maybe the first format in TCG where Crossout is actually decently popular in. But when these cards do see play, they just make going second even harder. So,
And
yeah,
that is where they need to make a lot of very good go second card options.
Solution to going second.
A lot of good go second decks that can play through a lot of this.
A lot of times, board breakers tend to have the opposite problem that hand traps have, whereas hand traps feel like they're too strong a lot of times, and they can help going first as much as they help going second. Board breakers just don't feel strong enough a lot of the times. The reason why is that it's better to just prevent your opponent from setting up their board in the first place than to deal with their board afterwards, because modern Yu-Gi-Oh combos are just way too strong right now. You get too much value from resolving your combo, not to mention boards that most combo decks set up are comprehensive enough to where they don't often lose to a single board breaker. As a full board consists of interruptions, it can consist of interruptions from the monsters obviously on the field, but also monsters in grave, like we've seen recently with Promethean Princess. They can be disruptions from monsters that they search and hold in their hand.
They almost need to maybe consider the person that goes second maybe is able to have an extra card in their hand. So say for example the first turn player draws 5 and the second turn player has the option of drawing the 6th card, but if they go for the 6th card they may not be able to draw into the next turn. Like a trade-off of sorts.
And
like potentially to maybe help go second in a way.
You only need like 1 to 2 cards usually at most, and at that point you also have to deal with the non-engine and the hand trap they also have in the rest of their hand. And board breakers can't deal with the board on the field, and whatever non-engine that they also have and whatever hand traps they have in as well. So
Resilient recursive combos like TDA actually
modern
pluses off Storm or Geeky.
Snake Eyes, right?
And that's what the
You'll
game's
have
become.
all
When you
the
think you've done a pretty good
inversion
move,
combos. You
those
can
cards just activate the
Centrals if
effects
you
and then
want,
they
you
just
can have the
combo
TCG,
off.
You could have the rank A Titanic Galaxy, or you could have Omega plus this pattern, which just hand loops you, which is also, again, board riggers aren't really good versus hand looping. Also, you'll have like Appaloosa with IP Masquerena on the field, but also you have the Briefing Princess Engrave as well that you have to deal with. Not to mention that whenever the Flamberge goes to the grave, they summon all of their little dudes back. So one, that makes it really hard to OTK them because they just have like an endless conga line of just chump blockers to protect their life points. But also all of these little dudes will search follow up on the next turn to the point where they can do the exact same combo they did on turn 1, on turn 3, and just simply kill you. So you have to
Yeah, and
deal with all
that's
of
why
that
Snake
stuff.
Eyes go, because
And
it can
a
just
board breaker
recover
can't
so
deal with
easily.
literally the entire layered board like that. Other decks. What about Brandon Despia? Okay, well, if you're running board
This
breakers
guy's
like
practically got
Lightning Storm,
all
Evenly,
the cards
Dark Ruler,
for these
Valorem, none
these
of those
decks.
do anything because you know what? Guess what? You're gonna get Gimmick Pup and Nightmare Lock, and then you're not gonna be able to play the game anyways. And let's not even get into Brandon's follow up, aka the main phase 3, where they get to replenish their entire hand back. What about something like Pearly, for example? Okay, well, Pearly ends on a tower, so half the board breakers.
Snake Eyes finally hit to a degree. Better give them Fire King to make up for it. Yeah, then it's going to be even more dominant, right? Like they'll hit Snake Eye a bit more at the end of the month, though. I think.
If you do that,
I think Wanted's probably on the chopping block. They may even ban that
4 to
card,
6 cards during their standby phase,
and they may put some really serious limits on the build.
One of those semi-generic board breakers, and you know, there's certainly no chance that they're going to draw into hand traps with their 4 to 6 cards, right? Also, if you, again, for follow-up, if you actually get rid of the Pearly by tributing it, then my friend Pearly will add back 3 quick play spells from the grave so that they can replenish their hand too, and they're going to end up with like 9 to 10 cards in their hand. So if you don't kill them, again, you're going to die on the next turn as well. So not only do not most board breakers don't even work against Pearly, again, a lot of their interruptions.
I think the Flamebridge Dragon should get limited to 1 at least, so people are not checking into that. They limited to 1 already. I can't remember. I can't even recall what the last ban list was.
A classic example of a deck that has interruption from both their monsters and the back row. That way, if you have like just one card that just deals with one.
Snake Eyes Risk Grace will be in the top 3 of the cup. Oh, they certainly will be Xenon. Like I think Fire King Snake Eye will be pretty surprising as well. I think a lot of people will be on that too.
If you have Lightning Storm or Duster, then you can deal with the back row, but then they still have Preventer and whatever extra deck monster they have. Not to mention the
and that'll mean Risk Grace will be looked at in terms of hits. Like Airlifter, I can see going to 1.
And
for them, they'll just bring them down enough.
Won't have as much impact.
I was hoping by the time they brought that in, that I'm pretty much all ready to go for my next deck anyway.
For that is, let's go over some of these. Like Lava Golem, Gameciel, Raigeki, Duster, Change of Heart, Dark Ruler, Lightning.
Sure, Snake Eye will be in the top 3 too now. So it'll be all Snake Eye top 3 decks.
They're useless going first. You literally can't play them. They might as well be dead cards when you go first. Only a small portion of the
I could possibly see that
actually have any utility at all when you go first, such as Forbidden Droplets, and even then it's conditional a lot of times.
The majority of them are still banless. I don't think we've had too many good ones over the time the game's released. They only do little hits.
You have stuff like Tactus, which only does something if your opponent tries to interact with you going first. But if they don't hand trap you, then Talons also doesn't do anything for you, and then stuff like Thrust, which same thing as Talons, except it also requires you to run cards that actually you want to set off of it going first, like trap cards that you may normally not want to run otherwise. So obviously in a best of 1 format like Master Duel, this is where you'll notice it the most, where these cards lose so much value because you don't know whether you're going first or second each game, and you can't guarantee if the board breakers you put in your deck are even going to be useful to you. So a lot of people just end up not playing board breakers in Master Duel at all. But even in a best of 3 format, decks that side board breakers will only do it when they know they're going second. And generally, these kinds of board breakers are going to be involved in less than half the games that are actually played, because
more than likely, right? Reflect
you're
you, they're
siding
limiting
in
more
for when
old
you know
cards
you're
than
going
limiting
second.
broke
You're not
cards
gonna-
nowadays.
probably
Some
not
cards on the
gonna
ban
be
list
that
don't
close
belong there
and
though.
then
Like I
outside,
don't
if you
think
know
some of the
if
cards
you-
on that
you're going
list
first, like if you
will
lost,
make an
okay,
impact
you
in
know you're
today's
first,
game.
that's
They could
probably not
definitely have a
gonna
wee
side
look
with
and
it.
see if they
So
can bring things back.
they just generally don't have board breakers generally aren't played enough to even have much of an impact going second, to be honest. And because this is a video discussing going second in Yu-Gi-Oh, we're probably gonna have to talk about Tenpai, which is basically the first meta deck in years that actually prefers.
What do you
going
reckon,
second.
guys? How
And
expensive will
without even
Tenpai
going over
be
the
in the
cards
game
first,
be mastered?
I
Or do you
wanna
reckon
make the
3
argument
you
that
are for that
only
engine?
having a single competitive deck that likes going second isn't actually a solution to the going second problem. It's more like a band-aid fix at best. Since hear me out. What if somebody wants to be crazy and not play Tenpai Dragon?
And,
What if
and
they
that,
wanna play
that
one
that's
of
the
the
thing.
dozen
Sure,
other decks
Konami
that
has to
they're
make a bit of
from?
money on this game, but
What if they don't have
like
any
make it at
friends to be
least
able to borrow
somewhat
cards from? And if they
achievable
were
in a
to play
month for
Tenpai
someone to
Dragon,
get, like as a free-to-play player,
since,
like if they've been playing a
over
while
the
to get
last,
something like Tenpai.
decade
If you want to get
plus
straight away, sure, put a bit of money
Yu-Gi-Oh,
towards it.
how many meta decks
But
have
yeah,
actually
like
been that
they just make
prefer
everything
going
expensive.
second?
Like
I
they'll
can
make
think of
obviously
maybe
tomorrow Val Monica
3 or
expensive. Like
4,
Val Monica going to make an impact on the
Cyber
meta,
Dragon
probably
at
not.
one point,
But it's a deck that if
Dinosaurs,
like a certain
Sky
fan base want to
Striker,
play, and it's going to take a bit of
sometimes,
work for them to get it.
like 99% of the time, you don't really have a real choice of playing a competitive
Yeah, I
going
reckon
second
about
deck.
3 you are.
And the very few times where there is, a deck that likes going second, it's only a single option that you have to pick from. There's also something else to consider in that, going second is so difficult. Konami has printed some of the most heinous cards ever conceived in order to actually help going second. Like, have you read Misk? Sorry, but cards like Miscellaneous Stories and Sangan Summoning, the fact that you need a card that basically prevents any interaction from your opponent in order to actually make a blind second deck good should be telling enough of just how difficult it is going second and what is needed to actually make going second better. And another thing is that if Tenpai continues to dominate like it's currently dominating in the OCG, don't be surprised if the only meta blind second deck that we've gotten in years ends up getting hit by the ban list anyways, and then we end up in another 4 to 5 year drought where we don't have another real option for blinding second in the meta.
So good
So
card.
honestly, I'm kind of at
Nice.
a loss at how to actually fix the going second problem in Yu-Gi-Oh! A very popular suggestion I know that people have made is that the player going second should open all 6 cards in their hand at the start of the duel, as opposed to drawing their 6th card.
Yeah,
on their turn
that's what
during
I
the draw
said
phase.
just before.
That way, this makes it more likely for the player going second to actually draw into hand traps to use, and I think this would definitely help if this change went through in like Master Rule 6 or whatever. But it doesn't solve the issue of going second, like the fundamental problem of going second. It just increases like the chances of the player going second of drawing into hand traps, and it honestly it makes board breakers even worse because board breakers.
Yeah,
now,
but
they at least have the
at the same
if
time,
you
you can
draw
see
a
these
board breaker
percentages
as
here.
your 6th
Normal
card
shrub,
from
like
they're still useful.
you want
whereas a
those
hand
sort of win
trap
rates being around about
wouldn't be, and
55,
that's
maybe
kind of,
45, sort of. So
as
the second
little a small
turn
as that
player
is,
has
that is still
somewhat
really
of a
considered
chance.
board breakers over hand traps right now, and
They draw a few more
really
hand traps, so
have
be
that,
it.
really
Sort
what is
of,
even the point of
Like
board
if this
breakers
means the
anymore
go
in
first
Yu-Gi-Oh?
player is going to have
I
to
don't know.
be better
But
prepared.
yeah, with Power Creep the way it is right now, if there's no sweeping changes to the Yu-Gi-Oh rule set, then the only other way to deal with this is through card design, and that might mean printing more cards like
And
10
this is where
more
I think
cards like
Reflect You
Miscellaneous
that
Swords
in
and
the
Sangan
RCG they got the
Summoning
Molchummy card that
just
they've
remove
released.
all interaction from your opponent,
That's in the video too. Right, we'll just get the sound and that back on. Yeah, yeah, just reflecting on that video, like, there is a problem in the thing. I would put 6 cards in the second player's hand. I said that at the start of the video. Top 1 Yanni, okay, we'll get that replay up for you. But yeah, we'll have a decent discussion about the game. The game's at a point where people are sick of it and want to play different TCGs. This is my rank up to... Yo, nice. Nice be still ever. I look forward to seeing it. Well, maybe as I was saying, Trobe, like, the second player starts with 6 cards, but they get the option of having a 7th in hand, but they just don't draw on the turn that they opt for an extra card in hand. Don't know what they'll do there, like... Crazy how board breaks such as Dark Rule, even they're not powerful enough. I reckon Dark Rule is just not used enough, personally. Dark Rule is a good board breaker. Really, really is. Evenly to a point as well. I think evenly is sort of more commonly used. Right, let's see this build up of play here. We're taking on Snake Eye. Guessing preparing for the ban list, which has been implemented into tomorrow. Taking the malicious. Look at this board. I'm very curious how you break this board. I don't know why you'd banish DPE, so the Fairy Tale Snow has really gone malicious. Trinity. Okay, Trinity is gonna burgle a doe. And again, that's how dangerous Hero can be. Like, they got thwarted a wee bit there. Ban Snow, Elf, and kick Carlos. An interesting one, that doe, in saying that. Let's do pack of the day, guys, too. We haven't did pack of the day yet, so we might as well get that in. 20th copy of Crab Turtle. But no, very good video, Shrub. It's just put up an interesting lot of discussion in the chat anyway. Like, yeah, they're gonna have to do something. Don't know how long they're gonna wait. Have 1,061 gems investing in anything in the next month or so. I'm bad to know on the TCG tier is going to. I'm going second. I'm going first. Sitting on 8,500 gems. I wish I had that much of gems. I just never seem to have that many. This is such a terrible hand. I don't know if I can do too much with this. Maxi. No, it's all good. If people want to put videos up, like I don't mind. Like at the end of the day, it's pretty much you guys sort of can decide what I really do, like in terms of like vids and that. Bring into that's the big thing. Got Preventer. Sitting on 5,500 because I built Super Poly early in the month. Decay didn't leak the pins to the last seconds. I wanted to save. Still not a good amount of gems. Like I'm always investing mine. I'm going to invest probably in the next wee while, the pack with the Adventure stuff in it, and also the structure deck for Galaxy Eyes, because I've got a guaranteed probably 20 UR out of that. It is time for Hero. My next deck's Pendulum Magician, Yanni. Then I don't know what my next main build will be after that. Might be Goblin Biker or something. We'll go here. Rightio, so we're gonna go here. Get Hydrant there. You think I'm gonna like it and pull the Sky Striker stuff? I'll be interested to see you get on there, Stars. But yeah, I wanna play different builds, Yanni. Like I will play Hero at some point, but I've got other things that I've built up to the point where I need to get them finished first before I go into anything. Sort of first Hero. Crafted AFD and BRD for Secret Tier the same day. Just put Decay. Let's go Monica, and they're gonna take position wands. Okay. Bit annoying. That eliminates, trying to eliminate my my big play. It's Tina, okay. A Sky Striker get alternative arts like rumored, then it's gonna be a nightmare to get them all again. They'll make that super hard to get right. Just gonna have Hydrant for the next turn. Nope. But for me, with alternative arts, if I've got the card, if it's not the alternative art, I don't really care. It does the same job, right? I'm on the alert. The alert's pretty nice. Max C, okay. Sure. Spent 13k gens trying for the alternative art Apollo, didn't get it in the end. The game is very cruel at times. It really is. I'm just gonna get the right sort of cards in play here, I think. Get some pulls into the hand. HQ. Got the alternative Apollo from the Blue Eyes Anniversary Pack, JDH. Y'all, that's sort of the luck some people have right on that, to say the least. We'll go here. Just gonna keep my play to a minimum. But yeah, welcome to the stream, JDH. Okay, you can have the 3 cards in play. I'll just get my traps loaded up. Spin all you like getting 3 Royal URs in the Blue Eyes Anniversary bundle. I had pretty good luck on the bundle. I got a reasonable amount of stuff from the Anniversary Pack. Didn't get what I wanted out of... Do you know how we had those 8 random chances of getting something like Royal? I wanted certain cards from that and I got some terrible, terrible ones instead. Don't think Justina's going to do too much to us in this one. Purposely not crafting more than 1 Bell or Mourner for when it gets all their alternative arts. They're going to go there. I'm going to go rescue then. Going to steal your Going to go reinforce. Bit annoyed I lose my HQ as well, but that's just the way it is. I'll pop their field spell. I've got the alternative art Apollo in real life. It's pretty nice print actually, Crystal God Destina. Nah, not getting that play at all, man. Nice try. I wonder if you're going to go Triple Tactics Talent. I'm going to have to probably banish. Well, I'm probably going to lose Ascendancy in this still remarkably. Yeah, I thought you'd go Triple Tactics Talent. You're going to take control of Turbulence. Take a few of my cards out. Keep the SP Little Knight so I can build in some plays. I think they'll take Hydron out. Hydron's facilitating a lot of play for me at the moment. Take my Turb. Nah, a Turbo can be taken. I'm pretty sure. It's unaffected by monsters' effects. Only unaffected by monsters, so I'm surprised they actually, they did that. Breath of the Sustina. Well, your free Royal tickets gave me unusual trash. What did you get with your Royal tickets there reflect. Do you remember? Okay, we've got some Speedroid stuff. That'll tribute itself off, get a tuner into the play. I think they are in a very good spot here. Go for the Torpedo, the XC engine that they've got in this. I can't even remember what I got from the anniversary. I wish it told you how you obtained the card. Say for example, you click into here and you click into obtained on certain day. It would be pretty cool to keep track. Royal Magician Soul's kind of cool. I kind of like that as a Royal. Yeah, cooking it, and like I said, I appreciate this person playing this. It's probably gonna beat me here quite easily. And that gate. Oh, effect monster speed turn. Okay. Or I'm a Dark Knight Lancer. Or I went too early there. That was just dumb. I gotta steal the Kribo now. Yo, got a Royal Promethean. Yo, that one of the most popular cards at the moment. They'll just steal that. I should have just waited, see what they were gonna take, and then sort of activated Link Kribo. Now I'm giving them an easy choice. I'll show people what I have for Royal after this. My Royal Abyss Actor Superstar is... Yeah, Abyss Actor is a pretty popular deck. Like, I've seen you play it, Reflect You, and obviously Xenon's played it as well in stream. And yeah, like I said, they're pretty fun sort of decks to sort of watch in action, because they are something that people don't come across too often. Then people don't know what to hit or negate, and they build up pretty big, exciting boards. So return to Stina. We were again, Shiniest. Yeah, we're probably another 30-odd days with Rescue Ace, and the deck will be retired to the dual rooms only. I will be swapping to a different deck by then. Promethean plus Silverman, Great Raging Phoenix plus Atlantis is so dumb. It's a good finishing combo at the moment. Best Royals are Alphen X Noir, and I have a non-bundled DM Royal. Yeah, like it'd be a shame when Rescue Ace disappears, actually. I've enjoyed playing it, but everything comes to an end. KCS with the replay. Yeah, an X build's not going to be good as the ones that were played previously for a few months, but I want to play some other things. And obviously experience different things. Second attack in a row. Yeah, good win for that player there, actually. Second attack in a row. That's game. Absolutely blitzed in that duel. Right, let's get KCS's replay up. Decrypted Royal Circular because I hate that card, even though I love Cyberus because I'm a bad name. I didn't mind playing Math Mix in their time. That probably the second most deck I've played in this game. Got some Sword Soul from KCS. Can't go wrong with some good old Sword Soul. Tyre, of course, sending Mogi away. Sword Soul Sacred Summit. Summit's going to bring back Mogi. Mogi's going to reveal Auspice Chunjin into play and going into Omega. Okay. Vanquish Soul versus Sword Soul. This will be a good match. Caesar on field, taking into there. Rock the Vanquisher. Yazi, okay, Yazi's pretty spicy. Forcing the activation of here. Okay, this is nice. KCS taking the opportunity here to long yarn. Quick sing. Dragon Berserker will get to attack twice here. And just a good play from KCS. Very clinical, built up the board nicely, and a pretty nice sort of replay. For those that are new to the stream as well, warm welcome to you guys. Appreciate you coming in as well. Discord is available to anyone that wants to join. We're very close to 900 members. Let's get that filling up. Appreciate everyone coming in. We've got 36 people in at the moment. And that's pretty good going for a Thursday for me at the moment. But yeah, be sure to follow here and continue the journey there. Appreciate the hydrate too, not to seek. I might go grab a tactical drink and be right back. Yeah, that's actually a good time to get one. we are back. Right, we'll have a look at my royals. I don't think I've got too many interesting ones. Got your stock and standard, you know. Yeah, title's pretty cool. I like... That's a pretty cool royal. Morphing Jar royal as well. Yeah, nothing out and out interesting really for me in terms of stuff. Honestly, I would have lost if Amiga didn't snipe the floodgate. But still a pretty memorable one. Vanquish will probably favourable matchup for them there, and getting over the line was pretty nice. Got a Black Dragon Collar Serpent. What else have I got in this collection of this? As you can see, I've got a lot of cards in this game, so we're getting to the point where we're gonna, probably at some point in next year, I'd say, be very close to having half more of these cards. Probably take me another couple years to get the rest of them, but when we do, we'll be such a luxurious position. Just need those URs for the deck. But yeah, we lost to a pretty good player before with Tistina. They played a pretty good number on me, actually. Right, we're just going to play some good Yu-Gi-Oh! Over the next wee bit, see if we can make some significant strides. Mark the boards. They have... That's annoying. I'm gonna have to do this. And they max C as well. Lovely. Fine, that's good. At least the Imperm's out of their hands for now. SP Little Knights. Is this going to be enough to stop them? I don't know at this stage. Like, it's pretty rough. It does. Like the thing is, you can sort of restructure your line a wee bit to minimize the max C a little bit. Drop this. Okay. Okay. Agent Monster and a Poly. So this is pretty spicy. The polymerization coming into hand. Pretty nice engine, right? Like they are going to try and get around us. You could read from everyone in chat. Yeah, Horus Chimera by the looks. I think it's going to get me too, Sean, yes, to be honest. I've just got to get the right sort of plays in place. Had to get my turbulence out anyway. I had to try and set up a bit of board. Their internet is really bad, usually like mine. Want to promote a few tournaments as well, like a big weekend ahead for us, 2 tournaments. If you want to get into the Legacy of the Darkness draw, pretty much 24 packs open by me to play others, definitely get amongst that. We do have the team tournament on the 30th of the month. That's 24 days away to get some teams assembled for that. And there's some pretty significant prize money with that. So first place, well, the first place team gets $150 NZD spread between 3 players, so that's $50 each. And then second place gets quite a bit as well. So we're gonna go with contain. Might extinguish your beer. Can't attack me now. Brilliant. Got Preventer. I can get to Hydrant pretty easily. Polymerization, okay. Chimera, the King of Phantom Beast. Annoying thing is they're gonna hit Preventer. Not an awful lot I could do on that one. Yo, how's things are? Frankie. Yo, big shout out to Frankie. The man, the myth, the legend. You must be getting close to 1,000 followers now. Like, surely you're having your 1K celebration this month. I'm gonna have a wee look now, actually. I'm curious. What is the Frankie counter is at 976, 24 followers away. If you haven't followed Frankie, definitely hit up the follow button there and help him get to 1,000. I'd say you'll get there next week, the way you're heading. Fell asleep, just woke up. No stream today, I'm guessing, from yourself, Frankie. Rubbing my hands here. This time next week, I'll be off for a couple of weeks and it'll be so, so good. Be talking about it a lot with the week coming up. But yeah, Self Showdown this week. If you are playing, more people we get, the better. It will be so good to get a whole lot of faces in for Legacy of Darkness tournament. So Legacy of Darkness is the set itself. I open up 24 packs for you. You play the cards that I pull for you. You play against other players. Very highly competitive event. I will activate. You'll be there for the showdown. Excellent. Probably could have protected SP Little Knight there. That would have been probably the better play. Got that in the chain. Yo, Stam, y'all good to see you in stream as well. What's been going on? No, I'll be really promoting those events over the next couple of days. We're going to have some lengthy streams on Saturday, in particular, and Sunday. I will be putting a lot in. Yeah, we're doing quite good, Stam. We're just stalling away. We're probably only winning the odd duel at the moment. Yo, John, yo, long time no see. Always great to have you in. But yeah, the dueling's not going too bad. It's just sort of building up to our next pro yet. Your opponent's doing pretty insane. Yeah, initially started off with the initial plays and then played around that pretty well. Now going to be causing some issues. My alert, okay. Okay, we'll pop Sarcophagus. Reinforces protected that card. I'm affected, so I get to destroy that. Perfect. Pretty intense battle going on at the moment. But no, yeah, pretty much the streams of late have been pretty good. I've really enjoyed the longer streams that we've had. Like we'll be doing a lot more Arc V over the weekend too. Looking forward to trying to get a sub 3 in at least one of those categories. If I can hit the goals of getting sub 3s, we can move on to other projects. Like I'm just going back to Legacy, going back to my roots. Where we are aiming for sometimes mainly that category. May do a bit of Zexal reverse and maybe some of the other categories that I want time improvement on. Dragos Battalion is not going to do anything either. Affected. That is quite amusing. The only thing is that takes away my play preventer. We will grab the hydrants. Grab that now. I'll grab your lifter. Doesn't bother me. That's far too early on a Turbulence. I can easily get to another Turbulence card here too, actually. The Lifter? Gonna allow me to have the Lifter? Don't mind that, at least that's gone. Could be in for quite a grueling duel here. But yeah, other speedruns I got on the horizon too, guys. Like, after the Legacy of the Duelist stuff, I am going to go to a few different titles. Are we taking part in the WCQ? Hard to know, Frankie. Hard to know. The reason why I say hard to know is because I'm off work at that time. I might be able to give it a wee bit of a go. Like, if I was, the goal would be like 20,000 points or something. That would be the goal. I've got a competitive enough deck with Rescue Ace. It would probably go alright. But I'd probably be more than likely farming gems and speedrunning a lot during that part of the day. Because obviously we're not going to Worlds or anything. You're not going to see the Materian at Worlds anytime soon. Preventer will be the play. Banish Turbulence. Got rid of that. That is painful. That's this game. That just stopped me in their tracks just like that. Oh, it is. Like, they need to restructure that event. Like, I think the event's pretty silly anyway. Like, there should be something in place where you only can do a certain amount of duels per day. So every duel does count. And then people are not playing for unhealthy amount of errors. Like, 72 errors, people are playing like 65, 66 of them and having like 2 hours sleep a day. Try and qualify for Worlds. And some people don't get the opportunity because they've got work and other commitments. It may not get as much time. They may be just as good of a player. It's going to dodge that. How about yourself, Frankie? You going to be going to Worlds? It's in Seattle. I don't know how far away you are from Seattle. that is too good, too strong. Yeah, grind takes away chance for some skilled players who don't have the time, and that's where they've got to restructure it, Frankie. I think, like I the way it is at the moment, and same with Duel Links as well. It's not structured right. It is not structured right at all. Fortunately, we dropped that duel. Anyone got any replays for us over the next wee while? Yeah, tomorrow's an interesting one. Tomorrow's a really interesting decision time. Like, obviously, I've got the Galaxy Eye structure deck that I'm very much interested in. For the fact that I've got a lot of Galaxy Eye stuff already, so I've got guaranteed UR from it. And I've got the Adventurer pack there too. I'm just deciding whether to go into that pack to try and risk my luck for that. Go into anything else. I'm like 3 hours on a plane, but not going to Worlds. I would have to get very lucky and strong deck, and I don't have either. You never know, Frankie. You got to be in to win. Yeah, like don't yeah, don't overdo it, man. Like you see, I see like Tempest and like Trishula TTV, all those guys trying their absolute darndest to try and qualify, and they just get bogged down because you're playing the same decks over and over and over and over again. There's no easy duel when you get to a certain rank on that, and it's not a good hand too. We've got a few players trying to get 30k this event. Nice. Medora. Well, the strongest contenders are probably Snake Eye. Fire King Snake Eye would be very good. Rescue Ace will be quite good as well. I wouldn't ride Rescue Ace. Right Rescue Ace off. We'll go here. We hit the Rena Heart. There's other good options. Like Purely would be a pretty much a good pick as well. Really don't want to play Snake Eyes. It's going to dominate the cup. Like just trying to think what plays well against Snake Eye. Finally completed your Rescue Ace build. I'm surprised how combo-ish it can get due to all the bodies. It's a fun deck as well. I enjoy playing my Rescue Ace engine. Yo, Suffering, yo, how's things going? Good to see the old Dreadnought Dunker. Purely would be a good one, Frank. If you set up first with the big cat and shuffle like a few things away, people are going to surrender against you quite a bit. Get him play. Right. Can we get a build up here? I reckon the Telement trap's down. Am I so fast with shoutouts? Whenever I recognize the streamer name, I've got the keyboard right next to me. Got a replay too, yo. We'll put the replay up very shortly. Yeah, we're going to your replay pretty quickly. We're just been ordered there, unfortunately. Been a tough night for the Dolls, actually. Been a very tough night. Like we're just barely surviving in tier 2. Somehow we've won the important matches when we got there. Fastest shout out streamer in the West. But no, you've got to promote other streamers and that, you know, like they're a big part of your community as well, and I value everyone that comes in to the stream and supports. So only the right thing to do, in my opinion, is sort of as soon as you see the name, big shout out and go from there. We've got the Imperum. Regained Max C, swinging its way into action. Bull Drake. XP Little Knight taking out the extra there, I see. Dear Bowstar is going to be stopped. Drusworm. Old Snake Eye Castero. XP Little Knights. Kurakara is going to be dealing with that. Okay, so they are sort of piling up a big aggressive play into the Flame Bridge. Star of Flames, bringing back Flamebridge Dragon, bringing back IP Masquerade. This is how insane this deck is, and now Light Me Phoenix will out the King Sarcophagus. Little do they know we've got another one in hand. Yeah, Betchman Soul is not a bad wee draw. Thunder Dragon Fusion is going to activate. It's going to send away Titan. Thunder Dragon Roar onto play. Thunder Dragon Roar sending. Thunder Dragon Fusion back into the hand. Activating. Titan back. Going into the Underworld Goddess. And here we go again. The little Snake Eyes cards is bringing cards back into play. Kurakara into hand. Poplar activating. Grabbing the Simple Spells of Subversion. Sarcophagus. Just continuing to fight hard in this still. So we've got the Masquerader along with the Colossus. Titan's going to bring itself back to the field with SP Little Knights. Good play getting Masquerader back again, just so you can cards that are not destroyed in our battle. Pretty insane duel so far. Poplar go in. Poplar grabbing the Divine Temple. Divine Temple sending Flamebridge into that zone. And SP Little Knight now is back. The top deck is for Thunderdark. Shing. Roar into hand. Thunder Roar is going to trigger the Titan as well. That's going to destroy the field spell. Thunder Dragon Fusion back. Having to deal with another Max C. Look at that. That is lethal damage on the field, potentially at the moment. So Flamebridge is destroyed. We're getting Oak and Ash back onto the field. Dragon Dark sending itself away. Titan activating again. Dragon Dark again in hand. Been a real battle this one, and very entertaining stuff. SP Little Knight back. Y'all welcome in, Nicole. Good to have you in stream. So I'm just checking something at the moment. Yeah, like that's the thing. Like, just war the Snake Eye player out, and you just keep recycling yours, and that's the key in this game, obviously, to get that set up. But yeah, I'm pretty chill, Nicole. Like, we're just doing our thing. We're just sort of streaming away, just trying to get some wins. More importantly, we have been struggling a wee bit today. Right, we will try to get a win here and try to stay up in Diamond Tier 2 at the very least. We're in a D rank match. Hand's pretty solid. Pretty happy with this hand. And that's what you got to do, like, especially in Yu-Gi-Oh! You got to try and have fun with what you have. Absolute key. We'll go here. Lifter, grab probably the HQ in this scenario. Since they didn't get me there. Activate, we'll go for Turbulence. Right, so we're going to go SP Little Knight here. I am going to go for a play with the Elf as well. Yo, Lamster, good day to you too. How are you today? Centipede and Hornet cool to do. Do you like those decks? Are you referring to Inzektor? We'll go SP Little. We'll bring SP Little Knight back with the Elf. Hopefully Master will treating you well too, by the way, Lamster. We'll go here. No. Nibiru. Okay, so we're in a bit of trouble here. Do we have... Yep, we have Billy the Shuffle back. Try and get a whole lot of cards back. First time I've been out and Nibiru for a while, actually. Got Master this season, Berserker. I think I've picked it up now. And, yeah, like, I've hit Master at least the last few seasons with it. Like, I haven't ultimately gone on to get Master 1 or anything, but it's been consistent enough. Been pretty happy with it. We've got Super B Sam. Okay. You'll see quite a bit of Sun, too, suffering in the... Duelist Cup too. You have a great replay if you want to see. Yeah, if you want to put it up, Lamster. Yeah, great time to get replays up. Over the next wee bit. Okay, you're looking to attack twice. Equipping to that, really? Why are you equipping it to that? Especially some of this card, sure. I've been Master 1 in a while. I ended last season Master 2. The last time I got the Master 2 was December with Mathmech. Only time I've ever done it too. Like, I would love to hit Master 1 with another deck at some point, but we just don't quite have the knowledge in certain areas yet. We've got to play certain situations a bit better, and the results will sort of follow. Okay. Gonna go 9 pillars. I might stop that there. Yeah, I'm gonna stop that play there. I don't want you drawing into a negate. Like that, okay. It's annoying. I just don't think this card's the right play to hit, but we'll see what happens there. They got the scales anyway, so they're gonna have some play here. Thanks, Lamb. So I'll get that up for you after this. We're gonna D-rank here, guys. Unfortunately, our run at Diamond 2's come to an end, and now they're just gonna really dominate. Interesting Sword Soul, Super Heavy Sam going on in this build. Same amount of cards going on. Be the Grandmaster. Yeah, no, just the way it is. Like we have our ups and downs during the season. Been yo-yoing between D2 and D3 at the moment. I suspect at some point too we will not hit Master some seasons. We'll probably start in Platinum and have to Platinum to Diamond climbs. Because there will be a time where I'm not really building anything meta, and I will find it probably really hard to keep pace. I'll stay in this duel with some divine miracle that they disconnect. Look at this. Look at that. That has absolutely carved me up completely. This the perfect play was that play that stopped me in the first turn. There we go. That is it. They're going to banish the HQ now as well for good measure. Do miss playing my Sword Soul. Bright Elf gone as well. And there is Proto. So Proto's will just call a card here, and I won't be able to do all too much. I will surrender that duel. No point waiting around for that. They've got the game anyway. Right, time for Lamster's replay. Let's really get stuck in and enjoy that one as best as we can. We will go here. After this replay, we are going to send off a raid. We are on the 2-hour sort of thing here. I just need a bit of rest before work tomorrow. We'll have a bigger stream tomorrow and a sort of mega streams on Saturday and Sunday. Obviously, tournament days for them. Divine Temple. It was online to raid. We may raid someone new today, potentially. this. Look at the beautiful play from Lamster here. It's good to see. That's a pretty cool profile pic there too, in terms of icon and thing around it. Popping everything in the power. What are we drawing here? Turbulence. Charmer Blaze. Ravina bringing Hydrant back. Freebo push back now. Fire Engine in play. Extinguish activating. Bye-bye Dakota Great Soul. Bestara Flames. Bestara Flames getting Turbulence back. Engine onto the field as well, going into Raging Phoenix. Raging Phoenix will go into Zelanis now. Zelanis sending everything away. Oh, beautiful dueling from Lancer. What a way to finish the stream. Awesome stuff. Who have we got online to raid today? We're just going to have a wee... Let's see who's on. We will raid today... might raid today. We'll raid someone new, obviously. Like, I'm going to raid this person here. So... Courtesy Kiwi. Let's make a present known in the stream. I will raid Courtesy Kiwi. Sounds like a pretty cool name, pretty cool person. Hopefully we have a good crew going through to there. See you guys tomorrow.